Hi and welcome. Today I have two finishes to share with you, a new start and of course the progress on my other projects. So no further ado, let's get started and show you my first finish. Okay, so this project has been ongoing now for 3 years I think, and here she is, all finished, and I can't believe it. Yeah, there she is, the mini sea beacon. So this is a pattern I purchased from Heaven and Earth Designs, and for those of you who followed me for a while, we all know now that the artwork is by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths, and this has been charted for cross stitch by Michelle Saeta. So here we go. Yeah, I can't believe it now. I should have had some more information for you, but I think there's at least 85 different colours in this piece. And I'm absolutely thrilled. Yeah, I think she's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, there we go. Can't believe it. And I can't wait to get her laced up and framed. So this is an 18 count. So this is already gridded. I'll bring it up a bit closer and you can see. Now each square is 10 by 10. So basically there's 100 stitches in a square. And to work something like this in this detail, you better work in square by square, if you know what I mean. So otherwise you would just get completely lost. Well, I would anyway. So the only thing I would say is if I take my board from behind this, you might see some lines going down it. Can you see? If I turn it round, you'll see it better. Yeah. When I realised this was happening, I did start carrying some stitches across. So say if on the same line there was 3 more stitches in that particular colour, I would carry it across to try and avoid that. But apart from that, I'm really pleased. This was my first full coverage, but now I'm a little bit more confident. Any subsequent full coverage I've stitched, I haven't used gridded. So yeah. And certainly if you were showing some of the fabric, you wouldn't want it to be gridded neither. I don't know if it washes out easily. So what I intend to do is in another vlog, I'm going to show you how I lace this up onto mount board and actually order the frame. So let's see how we go with that. But at the moment I've let her rest for a week and I'm now going to stitch her up. I don't do all the stretching. So there we go. Can't believe she's finished, and I can't wait to see her hanging on the wall. So good when something comes to plan. So yeah, so now I've got a free slot for my morning stitch. Now initially I was thinking of using that slot up for my Hawk Run Hollow, but I've been a little bit naughty. I just got too tempted. I couldn't wait, and I've started Glory of Autumn. Now this is a Dimensions kit. It's from the Gold collection, and I purchased this from 123 Stitch a while back now. I think I shared this one with you. Isn't it beautiful? I absolutely love this. So yeah, the temptation was just too big. So I've started storing this in my project bag with my coffee cups on. Inside the lining it's all little words and sayings to do with coffee, such as aroma, cappuccino, latte, espresso, Americano. And I bought this fabric from Liberty Bell. So yeah, I keep all my morning stitch in this project bag. So let me show you the start. Now I haven't overlocked around the edges yet, and I need to get that done. And just get some threads out the way, because as usual I do park my threads, so it looks a little messy, but I know where I am, believe it or not, for once. Right, here we go, and that's how far I've got. So I've already started some of the back stitching, as you can see. You may recall on my last dimensions I left the stitching till the last and regretted it. So as I complete some, I do some back stitching, just to keep the momentum up, really, because I never want to go through that again, trying to fathom out where I've got to put the stitches. I just think I just need to put some more back stitching in here, but it does make it stand out. Can you see these is where I've put the back stitch, but here I haven't, so it does give it this definition, you see. So yeah, now with all the dimensions cross stitch, you start in the centre, and then I hate that because I've always started in the right corner, so I'm trying to work my way down and across and up, and once I get to this section up here, I'll then just start working across and down like I like to. But yeah, really pleased with that progress. I would say I'm a quarter through that already. So, and this is softening up a bit now. When you start these kits, this is really hard. A little bit tough on the fingers sometimes, but it does gradually start to soften. So let's pop that away. So then my next finish is my Monday stitch, which is usually a little mini project I like to do, and this is here now. So I'm going to lift it down and show you. I've put my honey pot on it, I thought it was quite apt. Right, here we go. So this is the Garden Delights table centre, and this is a pattern by Lynette Anderson. As you can see, I've completely finished this now, and I've used all my fabrics are from Stash, even the felt and the embroidery threads. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how that's turned out. So the book is called Stitch It in Spring, and like I say, it's by Lynette Anderson. Now she'd styled it by putting it on a cupboard, and I thought that would look lovely on my dresser. So I've got this idea from Davina, to be honest, because she styles her dresser with all these beautiful things that she makes. So yeah, seasonal. So I'm just thinking of ideas for summer, which I'll come on to in a moment. But yeah, that is my finished Garden Delights table centre, and I have actually been putting it on my coffee table in my lounge, and it looks beautiful with these flowers. So yeah, really happy with how that's turned out. I did cheat a little bit because round the edge there is embroidery, and it's hand embroidery, but I just used a fancy stitch on my machine for that. So I'll show you in a little bit more detail the actual stitching. The next project I'd like to share with you is my cross stitch, which I work on a Tuesday. It's a year at Talk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. And this was a stitch along initiated by Susie Stitcher. So hi Susie if you're watching. And I've started working on this block here February. Now I think I explained to you in my last vlog that it should be 3 by 4 and I've accidentally stitched it where it'll have to be that way. So it'll be actually 4 blocks across by 3. I don't know. These things come to try us, don't they? So I'm storing all my threads for this project in this little floss keeper I made. The pattern, Tiger Lily Designs. I'll pop a link in to her Etsy shop if you're interested. This is how far I've got. I'll bring it a bit closer up and you can see I'm working on the February block, which is my birthday month. Oh yeah. I'm quite pleased with how that's progressing. I'm hopeful that next time I show you my works in progress, I'll have that finished well, not have it finished, but have the February block finished. On a Wednesday, I like to work with wool, and I either knit or crochet, or do both sometimes. So this is living in my lovely project bag. Well, it was commissioned Davina to make this. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got a little emblem in, little workroom crafts there. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this fabric. So let's put that down. I'm knitting a cardigan. It's called the Agnes cardigan and it's a free pattern from the Drops website. You can access this through Ravelry or just go on to the website. And this is the wool I'm knitting it in. Well, we say wool, it's acrylic actually, and it's called Bonnie Babe and it's by Robin and the shade is 1368. It's this beautiful lilac colour. I've got quite a few balls in a sale, so I'm aiming to knit both my granddaughters who are sisters a cardigan each. So it's knit top down, it's got this beautiful lace detail at the top. Now I've had to write the pattern out for myself because they on the website the design for this lace pattern is charted like you do Fair Isle, you know. I can't work like that. I have to look at, you know, how it used to be done, you know, 2 together, carry yarn over and then work my lace out that way, row by row, as otherwise I just I get lost very easily. I've now split off for the sleeves. As you can see, the sleeve stitches are now on a piece of yarn and they will be picked up later, and I'm knitting the front and the back all is one. So this is a seamless cardigan. It's really clever idea on how to knit these cardigans instead of knitting them flat. Here's my progress keeper. I popped that in last time I spoke to you to show you the progress. So I've split for the sleeves and I've knit from there to here. Now I must admit, I'm finding this a little bit laborious. It's on 4mm needles and it's not growing very quickly, and that might be because of the amount of stitches that are on here. So I'm trying to aim for at least, if I just sneak a little bit of knitting each day, maybe just do a couple of rows a day, and work on it on a Wednesday as well, I might see this grow a little bit faster. So there we go. The next project is the Dune blanket, and that's by Attic 24. I'll show you the progress on that. I think last time I spoke to you, I was, ooh, I hope I'm undoing it here. That's not good, is it? But I think I was about here, and I've now completed the browns and the sandy colours, and I'm now going to start on the pinky lilac shades. So yeah, this is really keeping me entertained. As you can see, these beautiful shells. Absolutely loving this. So yeah, I've done the colour wash. So there was a random stripe and there was the colour wash, and I'm crocheting the colour wash version of the Dune blanket. And it's ever so funny because it's based on the Flight coast, and I used to holiday there as a child, and I still return, and I go to Fleetwood and usually stay in a lovely bed and breakfast there. Absolutely love it. And the other great thing is they got so good fabric shopping in Fleetwood. I'll have to do a vlog because I was watching Davina this morning and she mentioned So What UK, and that's on Lord Street in Fleetwood. And when you go in there, there is an Aladdin's Cave, but there's quite a few. There's another couple of fabric shops and there's a wool shop. So, and also there's Coastal Colours. They're from Fleetwood and they hand dye the yarn, and I've purchased yarn from them before, so I might start actually a shawl to use up some of my wool stash. But yeah, here we go. And I usually crochet a little bit on this in the day. You know, when I'm watching The Chase with him, and we watch Coronation Street, the old ones, I usually do a bit of crocheting, because that can take quite a while just to crochet a row, you know, it's quite relaxing. On a Thursday, I like to work on my WIPGO. So I've explained about WIPGO before. I'll pop a link into that particular vlog that explains about that. And also to Jessie Marie Styles' vlog, where she also explains about WIPGO. So yeah, I've been working on 2 of my WIPGO projects. So the first one is Pear Tree Inn by Little House Needleworks. Get this out. So here is the picture, and here is my progress. So I'm working this, I think this is a 32, I think. But it was some linen I picked up in a charity shop, and it just said raw on it, so yeah. You can't pass it up, can you? Now, the thing is that we have WIPGO weekends. It's usually, I think it's the 2nd weekend in the month. But I've missed my WIPGO weekend. I haven't worked on my WIPGO projects. So I'm going to try and fit 2 WIPGO weekends in July to make up for that. And that's where you can pick any of your WIPGO projects and work on them. So yeah. And then the next one, the number what got pulled, lives in this project bag. And because it's the Christmas shop, I thought I would keep it in a Christmas project bag. But I love this fabric. Fabulous. Now, it's only a small piece. It's one of the Petites by Dimensions from the Gold collection. That's the picture. I hadn't got a mini Q-snap. This, I did make a grime guard a long time ago, but this doesn't fit the hoop I'm using for this one. So here we go. Oh, I've got it upside down, which isn't very good. There we are. So I'm already completing some back stitching, as you can see. I've completed the word books. I've stitched down, started on the bicycle. I've got to do a little bit of back stitching round there and around the wreath. And then I'll start my next column down. So usually I try and put in 500 stitches when the number is called in that month, but also I will try and work on it during the WIPGO weekend. Now it's ever so funny because I don't know what it is, but I've really gone back into cross stitch. I have these phases, and I was watching Susie Stitcher the other day, and Susie said the same. She said that she was, you know, just of late, out of all the crafts that she does, she has been cross-stitching a lot. And I thought, well, that's like me. So, yeah, it's just lovely to have that quiet time where you can sit there, and I pop on the arches. So I'm going back years. There's a YouTube channel, I'll pop a link into it, and you can go back as far as 2007. And yeah, I've been really enjoying listening to those historic Archers episodes. So that's all the cross stitch. So right, so on the Friday and then the weekend as well, I've been trying to get this quilt finished. Now I think on my last vlog I said I'd have the top all piece ready next time I speak to you, but I haven't. And that is because I thought I had sewn these blocks, and I haven't made them up. So I've had to make 4 up, well, basically installment 6. Now I'll bring it up a bit closer and you'll see it, how it should look. Now one of the blocks is still upstairs on my machine, but this is the cream fabric you should stitch for the background, but I didn't have enough, so I've used the other cream fabrics what I used in the quilts. I didn't think it'd matter. And there's the other one. The other one's upstairs still, like I say. And now all I've got to do is to applique some a leaf on each of these rectangles. So I might do that tonight actually. I'll show you again those leaves there. And then hopefully over the weekend I'll get this pieced up, I think. Maybe do some WIPGO as well, but I want to try and get it, the top, finished if I can. And then we're looking at quilting it up. I've got the batting and the backing already, so hopefully a few more hours work on this and it'll be ready to piece all the top together, finish it off. So yeah. What a mare that was. Yeah, I was looking all over the house thinking that, you know, I'd put the blocks somewhere, and then I realised when I found these containers with little cut out squares ready, I thought, oh, those were for those blocks. So yeah, I've done it now, so no, you know, no panic. These things come to triers. I don't know why I thought I'd done them, but you know, I've got so many plans whizzing round in my head, and I was thinking of doing Christmas in July, but to be honest, I've got that many summer projects I want to do, I want to get some enjoyment from them. So I want to make some more stuff for my dresser. So I want to decorate this seasonally like Davina does. I've already started by finding some objects. This is a lampshade I made at Liberty Bell, and then there was a kit of seasonal kit, so there's a lampshade for autumn, winter and spring. I've got lots of fabrics. I've bought some new fabrics, and these are from So Unique. Julie, lovely vlog she does on YouTube if you look at So Unique, and you might recognise one of these fabrics. Look at that fat quarter pack. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely. So this one here is the one that Davina made that project bag out of. And then when I saw it flash up, I think it was either a newsletter or I was watching, there was something, or she might have shown it on a vlog. And that was it. I thought I've got to have. Aren't they beautiful? I'm thinking of making a table centre for my coffee table in the front room. So that'll be English paper pieced. But I've got so much fabric, summer fabrics here, that I'm thinking I need to use them up. I need to get these projects made. And the other day when I was cleaning out my back bedroom, I found some Liberty inspired fabric which I bought with the purpose of making my granddaughter a dress, and I thought, if they're going to get the use out of these dresses, and I'm going to get the use out of anything I make for summer, I want to make them now and not in August. So I won't be participating in Christmas in July. I am going to make some Tilda dolls, and I have purchased another couple of Tilda books. I have got the one Tilda in summer, and I'm thinking of making some of the dolls from that. There's also free pattern on the Tilda website for the Kitsch doll, and which I know Susie made one of those, and also the bathing bell. So as I'm making them, I'll either pop some photographs up on Instagram, or if I have time, I'll actually do a quick vlog on how I've put those together. So I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I am hoping to vlog a little bit more in July, just to show you the progress of some of the projects I'm making. And I'm definitely going to show you how I lace up and order the frame for the mini sea beacon. So until I see you, happy crafting.